Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ben Shi, and I'm here representing my amazing team and our concept, which we like to call Qwerk. Qwerk is a startup that is poised to revolutionize the way college students work. Before I begin, I'd like to extend a round of thanks to my team for being amazing, sticking me through the past 2 days, for all the people here, and for especially the judges for coming out here today to judge. All right, let's begin. We believe that we do things better together, and we accomplish this by promoting and facilitating collaboration between students. Qwerk is created by students, run by students, and for students, and that is at the heart of what we do. Let me start by explaining why our primary customers, college students across the United States, plug into Qwerk on their desktop, their tablet, and their phone every single day by explaining the existing problem in the status quo. In the course of 60 surveys run by our team, we have conclusively proven that it is difficult for students to connect and collaborate with other students. 60% of people surveyed say they know fewer than 10 people in classes that they take. In our personal interviews, those from larger universities normally only know two out of the class of 200, 300 or more. This is a serious problem. Studies have shown that people learn significantly better when they're in groups, and that students today attempting to collaborate use a confusing jumble of email attachments, and Word documents. That's really hard to manage. There's no cohesive or organized way to connect with other students with your college and share class prep material. So let's move on to our next slide. Enter Qwerk. Our solution to this problem is creating collaborative sites in which students can post notes to Flowboard, share notes, help out each other with questions, and with all the content organized by lecture date. Over the course of 42 personal interviews, 90% of the people we polled had a positive response to our specific solution of easier collaboration with a classmate. All right, let's move on to our next slide. Here are some of the responses that we got. It's better than my current system. That sounds brilliant. It's a convenient way to have it all in one space. All right, so let's move on to a demo, a video created by Zach, who has been a really great help. So let's watch the video. This is our landing page. So a user can sign up with their .edu domain, so we make sure they're from a particular college. They register an account, and then they can find directly their classes, all the classes they're in, and they can explore and create new classroom. Here we have the Add Classes page, where they can add all sorts of classes and create new spaces to share and collaborate with their teammates. This is our Qwerk board. It's like a Pinterest-style board where you can post notes, you can post videos, you can post audio posts, you can do maybe a picture of the diagram that the professor has created. And on the side we have obviously your list of classes, just everything organized in a really neat manner. So here we have questions and answers that are upvoted. So, yep. Thank you. All right. So now that we've explained the functionality, let's go into the nuts and bolts of the business. So how are we making money? How are we monetizing things? Well, obviously, we want to do advertising. This is college students. It's a really very coveted demographic among advertisers. Also, we will be using user profile data to connect businesses with driven and active students for job and internship activities. Answering questions and contributing to each class is a measure of academic drive that is an additional dimension outside of just GPA that businesses are really valuing. Do we have any data to support that? Well, let's go into our next slide. The businesses we interviewed expressed strong interest in this collaboration. 100% of them stated that they would partner with a service like ours, would pay upwards of $200 per job connection made. Ladies and gentlemen, a real and present problem exists in colleges and universities. The last couple of days of development, validation, and general work has only furthered our belief that we, as Qwerk and as college students, work better together. Thank you. Any questions?
So as we start to see teaching move to much more hands-on project-based learning, right? How does the service continue to capture what happens in the class when it's very group-based and hands-on. We know that there's still a lot happening in K-12 and also university lecture-based, but as we shift more to active learning and hands-on, what does it do to Qwerk?
The real beauty of this platform is that it's really extensible, so we can keep on adding features. One of the features we brainstormed was a collaborative tool where students can easily find study mates among their classmates that are signed up for this website, form study groups, have an easy way to schedule, and just work together in study groups, which are definitely face-to-face interaction, definitely a great way to collaborate. So again, encouraging collaboration both online and offline.
You're saying that 100% of the businesses you reached out to said they would use your product. Can I just get a number on about how many you surveyed?
Right, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. We asked about 6 or 7 business people whether their businesses would be interested in something like this, so, yep. Any other questions?
So one thing that's really prevalent in higher ed and in secondary as well is the use of Google apps for education. And now that Classroom has come along and is free, how do you think you can compete with that?
Right. We really love Google Docs. We use Google Apps all across our collaboration here for the past weekend. But we believe that we have a really differentiating view. We were created and run by students. So this is something that students own. And when students own something, they really want to contribute and they really want to make it better. Number 2 is that we're organized by date. So all those notes, all the things, all the pooled collaboration, they're organized by date. So it's another way. If you have 3 million Google Docs, you don't know when is where, you don't know which lecture is which. It's just a much easier way of doing things. So that's a great question. Thanks. Alrighty, thank you very much.